And there's a big New Year's Eve celebration going on right now at the state fairgrounds. People are drinking like fish, including our own Tom Joles. Tom, what are you doing out there?
Well, Jane, I should make it perfectly clear that we're drinking things like water and Gatorade, and that's about as strong as it gets. You know, when most people go running on a New Year's Eve, they run to a bar or they run to someone's house where there's alcohol. Well, tonight at the state fairgrounds, we tried something a little different. Instead of pounding drinks, we pound the pavement, a different way to bring in the new year. It's called Run-a-Rama for UH Trauma. Yours truly and about 150 other runners, walkers, and people in wheelchairs negotiated a course that was lit up by luminarias. And why do it at the state fairgrounds? Well, one good reason is there's a fence around this place to keep out all those drunk drivers we've been talking about tonight. All the money raised from the run and also from a dinner and dance going on right now is going to go to University Hospital's trauma unit. Now, one fella who ran tonight and who knows a lot about the trauma unit is Dr. Rick Clevenger. He is a physician at the hospital. Tell us what it's like to be in that trauma unit on a New Year's Eve.
Oh, Tom, it's something. The trauma unit really picks up on holidays, and New Year's Eve, because of its association with drinking and so forth, is really the busiest holiday of the season. Tonight's a night where basically all the trauma surgeons in the city are on call or backup call, and we're pretty much loaded for bear. It's classically a very busy time.
So what kind of injuries are you seeing tonight?
Primarily injuries related to motor vehicle accidents, although when people drink, they have a tendency not just to drink and drive, but drink and shoot and drink and stab and so forth. So we do see a reasonable amount of penetrating trauma, but the majority is from drunk driving.
At 6 o'clock, we were saying how people have changed their habits a little bit and aren't drinking and driving quite as much. Have you seen that at all?
Well, Tom, that's one of the really nice things about this activity tonight. I think that at University Hospital as a trauma center, we need to kind of set an example, and it's been nice to be a part of a movement that is really underfoot, that is seeing people do less in the way of drinking and less in the way of carousing and more in the way of constructive activity and really safe activity on holidays.
All right. Thank you. Good to see you out here running tonight, not working.
Good to see you, Tom. Thank you.
All right. Dr. Rick Clevenger from University Hospital. Jane, I should tell you that this event was so successful tonight, they're talking about doing it next year. In fact, they are going to make it an annual event.
Thanks, Tom. Sounds like a great new tradition.
I think so.
Yes. In other news, there